Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing a comparison all about different eye primers. I've tried a few different eye primers now from the drugstore and high-end, and I just wanted to do kind of a comparison video. Maybe this will help you figure out which one you should buy. It's hard with eye primers because I feel like they all do the same thing, but some are actually really good and some are really bad. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on them, and then maybe that will help you make a decision. The first primer I actually want to talk about, I don't have a physical product anymore, but it's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Now, the Urban Decay Primer Potion is probably, if not the most popular primer. It's like one of the most popular primers. The packaging is really cute. It comes in like a little purple tube and it's just really good. It's one of Urban Decay's like probably best-selling products. However, for eye primers, it's not my favorite, and the reason why I don't like it is because it's very greasy and very oily. My eyelids already get oily throughout the day. I have problems with creasing. I really have to set my eye primer down, and for me the Urban Decay one, it just doesn't help at all. I just can't use oily primers, and for me it's just too oily. But a lot of people do really like that primer, so if you haven't tried it before, just go to the store and see if you can get a sample of it at least, and then try it out for yourself, because I think it's one that definitely varies by person to person. The next primer I have here to show you is from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. My packaging's like rubbed off and stuff. I don't know why, but the packaging on this one just isn't very good. Like, it just completely rubbed away, all the writing rubbed away. But you do get, I feel like, a lot of product with this. So in the same way of Urban Decay, this Too Faced one is very oily again. I do still use it from time to time, but not on days where I want my makeup to last all day. If it's a quick thing, then I'll use this. I'm kind of just getting through the bottle to finish it up because honestly, it's not the best primer I've ever tried. It says it's 24-hour anti-crease. I don't actually feel like it helps with creasing. I wish it did. I really like Too Faced. This just isn't my favorite. So I'm going to take some on my hand and show you the consistency of it. Okay, so here it is on the back of my hand. Hopefully you can see that really well. As you can see, it's kind of watery, and as I rub it in, it really like spreads around easily. It's very smooth, but it's just super greasy, and hopefully you can see, but it almost leaves like an oily residue on my hand. It doesn't feel very good, and it's just really greasy feeling. So although I'm not a fan of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, I am a fan of their glitter glue. So their glitter glue looks a lot like the Shadow Insurance. It's just in a black packaging. The writing hasn't rubbed off on this one because I've had it for less time. But I really love this one. So if you are looking for a primer to hold your glitter, even to make your metallic shadows pop more, I know all the time, like, I'll spray my metallic shadows with water, or I'll spray it with setting spray, but I find that this like really helps and it makes it last all day so it doesn't like flake onto your skin. Sometimes metallic shadows look really good for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then they start to fade or flake off, but this really helps like just glue them down. It makes it look so good, and it really feels like it's glued to your eyelid. So here's the Too Faced glitter glue up close. This is just a little like drop on my hand. Now it looks similar to the Shadow Insurance, but the difference is it's a lot more sticky. It doesn't feel as oily and greasy, and when I pat it down, it really gives like a tacky feeling, so it makes you feel like your shadow's really going to stick to it all day. So the next primer I have here to show you is from Laura Mercier. So this is a Laura Mercier eye primer in Ibright, so it's a blue color actually, which is really like different for an eye primer. But if you've never tried a blue eye primer, it's really good for canceling out any darkness. If you have darkness, redness, veins on your eyelids, this really makes your eyeshadow pop. So this is perfect as like a base almost as well for your eyeshadow, because it really like corrects your eyelids and makes them a lot brighter than they really are. However, when it comes to shadows lasting long, I don't think this is the best. I have primers that I prefer over this one. This one, like I said, is great for like color correction, but you could do that with a concealer or like a MAC paint pot or something like that. This isn't my favorite, but it's not bad. I think it's something that you should try out for yourself to see if you like it. I really like the packaging of this one though. I think it's one of the nicest packagings I have for eye primers. It feels like heavy and more luxurious than the other ones that I've tried. Also, Laura Mercier has different colors in the eye primer line, so if you don't want the blue one, I think they have ones that are more neutral colors, ones that work with your skin tone. They might also have a translucent. This is just the one that I have. So yeah, not my favorite, not the worst one I tried, but I'll show you what it's like up close. So here's the Laura Mercier eye primer in Ibright up close. As you can see, it's like a light blue pale color, and then as I blend it in, it stays blue, but you kind of have to just tap it and keep rubbing. On your eyelid, it doesn't show up as blue, but it really just brightens up the area a lot and kind of conceals like the veins on my hands a little bit. So the next primer I have here to show you is my all-time favorite so far. This is the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I really like Smashbox primers. I use the Photo Finish face primer as well, and this is the best eye primer I've ever tried. I think the reason why I like this one so much is because it's not liquidy, it's more of a thick like paste, and it really holds the shadows all day. You also get a ton of product with this. I've been using it every day for like months and months now, and I'm not even close to being finished. And it's a little bit cheaper than some of the other eye primers as well, by a few dollars, so that's really great. But yeah, this one's just the best. It really locks your shadows into place, and you just don't have to worry about it falling down. Metallic stick to it, glitter stick to it. My favorite combination is this and this if I'm doing any kind of metallic or glittery eye, and those together just really hold my eyeshadows all day. I think my only complaint about this eye primer is the packaging. It's not my favorite, and the tube is like has a really big opening. It's hard to get a nice like precise amount. Sometimes I accidentally put too much, but besides that, I really don't have any complaints. I feel like I shouldn't even be complaining about that. Here's the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer up close. As you can see, it's more thick, and when I spread it out, it's definitely a lot thicker. It's a little bit clumpy, but once you smooth out the clumps, it feels so nice. It's not sticky, and it doesn't feel oily either. It just gives a really nice finish on your skin. It's not matte, but it's not glowy. It's just perfect. It's a perfect base for your eye makeup. The last primer I have here to show you is actually my least favorite. This is by Revlon, and it's the Photo Ready Eye Primer Plus Brightener. So I've talked about this in a video all about disappointing products I regret buying. There's a reason for that, for this one. So the applicator is very strange. It's like a brush applicator, which I feel like is a little bit weird for the eye because it's so much easier to go in with your finger. It might be good if you have long fingernails, but I don't, and it's just weird. You like roll it up at the bottom and the product comes out the top, which I hate because I feel like you never get a precise application with that. It just never works well, ever. And these always break, and it just gets messy, and I can't. Also, I don't know if they come in different colors, but this color here, it's like a light pink, so if you have dark skin, I mean, this is gonna look different on you, which I find kind of weird. I just feel like eye primers, unless they're meant to be a specific color, they should just be translucent. The eye primer isn't sticky, and it's not too oily either, so I like the consistency of it, but it just kind of feels like a concealer. It doesn't feel like it's gonna do anything. As the Smashbox one feels more like glue, this one just feels like a concealer. It just feels like you're color correcting your eyelids. It's just not my favorite. I just don't really like it that much. I don't like the applicator. I don't like how it makes my eyeshadows last. I feel like they don't last as long. It's just not my favorite eye primer. I don't really recommend this one. So here is the Revlon Photo Finish Eye Primer on the back of my hand. So as I rub it in, as you can see, it really like spreads out evenly, but it feels a lot like a concealer, and it leaves my hand like tinted. So I feel like that's a little bit weird for the eye. I know the Laura Mercier one is blue, but that's like specifically meant to be blue, and I feel like this is just like a weird color. It almost looks like it's going to oxidize on your eye, which just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, those are the eye primers I've tried. If you've tried any that I haven't, please let me know down below because I like to try more. I want to see if anything beats my Smashbox. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel as well. And like always, my social media is always at the end of the video and linked down below if you wish to follow me on any other platforms. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!